Diablo 3. Instead, and I know we have a Berserk background, I'm doing that because of what I'm working on, but tonight is going to be really different from what I'm usually working on. Tonight we're working on a project that I have been, working on part-time, not consistently, but part-time, for the last 2 years. Okay, this is a game that I wanted to design, and it is a board game. A role-playing game, board game, that I call the Chronicles. I think I spelled that wrong. Nope, I spelled it right. Chronicles of the Adventure Guilds. Now, this game is a multiplayer role-playing game. Now, I put it under Dungeons & Dragons because it's probably one of the closest things that it is to it. Now, that being said, why can't I work on alignment? Where's all my effects and stuff? What the heck? There we go. Merge and center. There we go. And let's do that. And then our font. Let's make it look nice. Now, the reason I am using... let's do that. Oh, let's do the whole thing, actually. Come on, where is it? Oh, it's going to make me go all the way down again. Really? Dang. So inconsiderate. There we go. That needs to be a lowercase o. Okay. And we're going to like that. Control Enter, I think. Wait a minute, no. We go up here and hit Enter. Nope. I can't remember how to do this. Is it Shift Enter? Control Enter. I can't remember. We're just gonna stretch it. You know what? We're just gonna do that. Alright. So this is what we're working on. And I know this is probably gonna be a boring stream for most people, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on some music in the background. And if you have some input on what we're working on, dang it, I pulled up the wrong thing. Let's see here, go directly to YouTube. If you have any input on what I'm working on, you're more than welcome. Chill step, chill step. Let's do chill step. Mix sound. Why not? Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's Magic Arena. Cool. Okay. Yep. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do fantasy music. There we go. That'll work. And then over here, let's go ahead and pull up an editor, a window capture of it. Window capture, add source, tube. Why not? We're gonna have fun with this. No, not live chat. Let's not minimize it. Let's bring it up, see what that does. There we go. Why is it not working? stick you over here. Is YouTube purposely making it impossible for OBS to sense it? What the heck? Drag, 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 drag. Properties. Okay, well that's not working. Let's see here. Remove. Window capture. No, we'll do game capture. Add source to see if that works. Cancel. Alright, well, that didn't work either. Remove. Okay, we're just gonna go without it. We're just gonna go with that. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is I need to come down with the 6 classes that I want in the game. The reason we're doing Microsoft Excel is because it's actually extremely easy to crunch numbers with in the event that I decide I want to crunch numbers. Which I'm hoping that we don't have to crunch too many numbers, but I will be able to put some stuff in it. But I took Microsoft Excel in college, and it's pretty helpful. There we go. Let's all stretch those. Okay, so now we got some workable cells. All right. So, the first classes. Class list. Okay, so we got our class list. Let's see, first class is going to be... I'm just going to call it Straight Adventurer. No, we're not going to do that. I know we're going to do Priest. Priest. Warrior. Healer. Bard. Dancer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 3 more. R-O-G. Rogue. Hunter. Let's see here. Priest. Let's... I know I can do this. There we go. Bard, Dancer, Rogue. There we go. That's the way to do it. Rogue, Hunter. Grab a hold of the cell, please. Okay, Hunter, Bard, Dancer. Class list. Let's change the font on that so we can keep it organized. There we go. Alright, so if we do that... Priest, Healer, Warrior, Rogue, Hunter, Bard, Dancer... one in the priest healer. Chemist. Can't forget that one. Chemist. I spelled that wrong. No, the chemist. We gotta have the chemist. Hunter, bard, dancer, and one more. Ah, no. So we're gonna grab that and shift drag it up here. So we got 2 freelancers, 3 intelligence class. Actually, technically, this is an intelligence class, but priest is a reputation class. Fighter, 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 and entertainers. So we got chemist, healer, priest, warrior, 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 hunter. Yeah, we're good, okay. Now, the different classes of stats, different stats. Base stats. Base stats. Chemist. We're gonna do knowledge. Knowledge-. Okay. Knowledge. Healer is going to be. It's gonna be a knowledge-based one too. There we go. Knowledge, priest, reputation. Gotta remember to caps it. Warrior, S-T-R-E-N-G-T-H, strength. Rogue is gonna be yeah, dexterity. Hunter is not going to be dexterity, but rather, well, we could have it be another dexterity class. Aim. Martial artist is going to be agility. Bard is going to be skill. What would you call that? Base stat for the Bard for most of his attempts and stuff. Each one is going to have a base stat. This one is going to be agility. We're also going to do dexterity for this one, because it takes a lot of dexterity to play musical instruments well. Secondary. Let's see here. Healer. Secondary stat for a healer. I'm sorry, folks. Give me a second. We're going to change this one to ATCK. Defense, priest, reputation, knowledge. healer. Charisma. Okay, let's see. Dexterity is going to be the secondary one. Charisma. Strength. Hunter, aim and strength. Rogue, dexterity and stealth. Agility and... Actually, you know what? We're gonna have to replace these, because honestly, a dancer class... Actually, I should change the class name to performer. Or should I just combine the bard and the performer? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna completely... Let's see, delete. There we go. Gonna completely get rid of that one. We can add one more. Because, frankly, the performer could be a dancer or a bard. You could do either one. We can base it off of the elemental base. So, from there, we need to figure out one more type of hero. We have a performer. We could do a craftsman. Craftsman would be an interesting one to have. Otherwise, you'd need to have a craftsman. Find a craftsman. Hunter, martial artist, performer. What if we did a craftsman? And I need to add one more. Craftsman and... what is a merchant? Alright, so the craftsman needs knowledge first. And second is strength. Merchant would be charisma and knowledge. Chemist is going to be so let's take these here. Let's do attack, control copy, paste. Control copy, control paste. Attack, defense, and this is spelled wrong. What am I doing? There we go. Defense. We do knowledge next. And then we're gonna do charisma. And actually we're gonna go ahead and move those, and we're gonna select aim. And we're gonna stick it in there. Attack, defense, aim, charisma, knowledge. Actually, let's see here. And let's do... should we leave it dexterity or agility? We should leave it agility. I like agility. Attack, oh, reputation. Control copy, control paste. And stealth needs to be in there. Copy, control paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different stats. Knowledge. charisma, knowledge, agility, aim, attack, defense, aim. Let's actually take... That's good. Charisma, okay. Attack, defense, agility, stealth, aim, reputation, charisma, knowledge. I don't like the order those are in. I'm nitpicky like that. There we go. Alright. Chemist secondary. Let's see here. I'm gonna do dexterity. Do I have any combination of dexterity and knowledge? Knowledge, charisma, knowledge, strength, charisma, knowledge. It's okay if they're reversed. Primary. Okay. Go. Okay, let's do base values, and then we are going to I think we're just going to leave it like that. Actually, we're going to just get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Like that. Okay. So, we need to figure out the base values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm thinking a number between 8, double that is 16. Base value of any hero should be worth 10 points at the beginning of the game, and we can work with that. So if we have 8, that means we can give zeros to a few, and we can give at least 3 to some. So the primary should receive a 3 for each class. So 3 for attack. Secondary should be 2, so we already got 5. Let's do 1 for charisma, 1 for reputation, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, let's do a 2 there. No, let's do 1 there. And let's do reputation or charisma. Reputation gets a 2. So a 3, actually let's do a 4 and a 1. Do a 0 and a 0. So there will be 2 stats in each class that have 0. One that has 4, one that has 2, and everything else gets a 1. That's decent. So chemist, their primary is knowledge. So knowledge gets a 4. Their secondary gets a 2. Their dexterity, it's agility. Control, let's see here. We're gonna do dexterity instead. The reason I'm changing it to dexterity because there's different kinds. It can be applied to the entire body, or it can be applied to your hands you're working with. Charisma. I think it's important for a healer to have good charisma. They need to have a calming effect on their patients. Alright, so if we're going to be doing chemist is 4, Dexterity is 2. Let's see here. Let's do 1, 1. Aim is 1. And we're gonna do a defense stealth of 1. Attack and defense are started at 0. So the healer gets knowledge first, so she also gets a 4, but her 2 goes to that. Reputation 1. Oops. Dexterity 1. Defense 1, because they have to protect their patients. So they need to have some kind of defense power. Four, 2, 1, 1. We need to find one more of these 3. Aim, stealth, or attack. I think we're going to do aim. Aim is important. Priest. Reputation first, so that gets a 4. Knowledge gets a 2. Charisma, 1. Aim. Dexterity, defense, and attack. We'll leave stealth and aim closed for him. Rogue. Dexterity comes first. Actually, you know what? Let's do aim. Stealth should be first. Okay. And then let's do... There's a lot of dexterity bases. 1, 2... There's only one other one that has aim. So I'm going to go ahead and give the secondary aim for the rogue. Because they're going to be a lightweight fighter as well. Kind of like the hunter, but a little bit less, you know, strength-based. Alright, so if we are doing stealth first, and then aim. Knowledge is important. Dexterity is important. Defense and attack. So charisma and reputation. Actually, let's get rid of that. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Alright. Charisma and reputation. Knowledge. Let's go ahead and go 1 on knowledge, because it's important to have knowledge. Actually, knowledge is important, but we're going to go ahead and give him charisma over reputation. Rogue, well, I take that back. Reputation's more important for a rogue. Hunter. Aim comes first, so 4 on the aim, and we're doing attack. We're not even going strength. Actually, you know what? Let's change this to strength. S-T-R-E-N-G-T-H. Control copy. Control paste. Control paste. Control paste. There we go. Alright, so strength comes second on the hunter, so it gets 2. Defense gets a 1. Dexterity 1. Stealth 1, and I'm gonna give him charisma. Actually, you know what? I take that back. We're gonna give him knowledge instead, because you have to have knowledge when you're hunting about what creatures you're hunting. You know. There's some pretty important knowledge that only hunters are going to know. Martial artist dexterity comes first with a 4. Secondary comes strength with a 2. And let's see here. Martial artist defense should get a 1. Stealth. Aim should get a 1. Knowledge should get a 1. Reputation should get a 1. And stealth and charisma are going to get 0s. Because martial artists usually have... Actually, you know what? We're going to give him charisma instead. We're going to give him charisma. No reputation on the martial artist. Alright, charisma, dexterity. Charisma for the performer first gets a 4. And then dexterity as a secondary. Performer gets a 1 on knowledge, 1 on reputation, 1 on strength, aim, stealth, or defense on a performer. Let's do aim. Aim is important and go 0s to defense and stealth. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Not many have stealth. We're going to go ahead and give that to the performer. Craftsman. Knowledge comes first. Very few that take knowledge first. But we're going to go ahead and do that. And then the next one is going to be strength with a 2. And let's see here. Dexterity gets a 1. Aim gets a 1. Reputation gets a 1. We got 3 blank spots. Charisma. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna definitely give him good charisma. Charisma is important. And we'll go stealth and defense is 0 on the craftsman. Merchant. Charisma comes first with a merchant. So 4. Gotta be a people person as a merchant. Knowledge 2. Reputation 1. Let's see here. Strength and defense. I'm going to give him 1 in both of those. And we're going to give him 1 in aim, though it's an aim of different point. It's a aim of mentality. Alrighty. I think that's good. I think we're going to be good there. So, that being said, we're going to do this. I'm going to go equals sub dang it. Let's see here. D3 equals value. Okay, I can't remember formulas. Dang. I thought it was sub. Subtotal. Subtotal. I don't think it can do it because I've got zeros. Subtotal command. How do you do this? Number 1 through 11 or 101 through this? Equals. Oh, jeepers, criminy. Alright, so I got 10s. Total and all. Okay, so I got 10s and all. So we know it's good. We know it's good. Okay. So, that being said, I want to do a new tab for each character. Start with the chemist. Chemist. Center that. Chemist. Okay. Skill tree. Alright, so skill tree needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 skills. Should we do 25? Oh, too much. A little too much. I think that'll work. It'll be a lot of skills. Oh, this one. This one. No. We're gonna do this one. Let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. We're going to do 5, 6, 7. I think that'll work. And then we're going to go like that. That's good to be more like it. There we go. Gotta make our data areas. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. 11. 11 plus 7 is 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. 19 plus 7, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 11, 19. 27, 7, 6, 5. 35. It's 7 times 1. We're going to go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A total of 7 times 5 is 35 skills. 35 potential skill slots. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right. Go like that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and zoom back in. Alright, skill tree. First skill for the chemist. Let's see. Let's do... chemical solution. Fire. Earth. Air. Water. Oh, whoa. Dang it. Let's reorder these. Light. Air. Water. Nature. Earth. Fire. And then I think that's it. Light, air, water, shadow, earth, fire. Yep. And then we have chemical solution. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to actually move all of these down like that. Base. Alright, base skill. Alright, base skill of chemical solution. You know, I think I'm gonna go down to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a total of 25 skills. That's more than enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that'll work. Okay. Chemical solution. Alright. Ability to mix. Make a liquid. Alright. Light. Produces a luminescent liquid QUID. Air. Cloud. Okay, that could be good. Water. Ability to purify a liquid. Shadow. Actually, it seems like a stealth ability. I'm thinking I'm gonna drag that one down to shadow. Yes. Air is going to be a solution. This is gonna be really weird. Produce a cloud of bubbles. Why not? Alright, Earth. That's not spelled right. Earth, good. Earth needs to be... solids into a solid. That's a good base skill. Let's see here. It's a good base skill. Chemical solution. I really need some backup from my buddies. Chemical solution. What other things could a chemist do? Medicinal. Healing powder. I'm gonna do plus knowledge stat. That's good. Wakes up a target. Air. Cure status sick. I'm gonna do plus knowledge. Or I'll do 40% chance. Success. Let's see here. Purify a liquid. Let's see. Medicinal compound. Water. %. There we go. us to sleep. We'll do a 40% chance again. Earth, let's see here. Paralysis? I don't know. That's additional compound plus 10% healing. Dang it, I keep doing. Dang it. Plus. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Healing power plus 20. Alright, that's a good start. I like that. Medicinal compound I can cauterize. What's another good skill for a chemist? Wait a minute, better yet. medicinal solution. Thinking here. Really get that one in there. Rejuvenate. Rejuvenating cloud. Eye drop potion. Alchemist. This is tricky. Combining burning solution with status cauterizing effect. This is interesting. The other ones weren't so bad to do. See, the chemist is a really tricky one. He's not straightforward like the other ones. You gotta be really sneaky and tricky with the things that the chemist can do. This one's tricky. Burning. Let's see here. Solution that burns, cure status bleeding. What if it was like an alcoholic burn? Sterilize. There we go. Sterilize wound. 100% success. I will do 80%. Sterilize wound, 80% success. That's a good one. Okay. You stupid gnats. Alright, that's 3 skills out of 25 I want to produce. Now, we don't have to get a lot of skills down, because I highly doubt the players that I'm going to be doing or having run the game here in the next couple weeks are going to be able to level up that much. Plus, they're going to want to start leveling up different aspects of all these skills. See, what you do is you start out with access to your basic skill, but you can also choose to add the elemental augment to it, because you have access to that immediately based on what element your character identifies with. So if you have a light-based character, that means this chemist with these 3 skills will be able to produce a luminescent liquid, wake up targets, and produce a flash that will be able to wake up an entire group. If he was an error, he would be able to evaporate liquids in certain situations that would be able to help. Cure a status sickness with a 40% chance of success. Or you produce a rejuvenating cloud that restores MP. Slightly different. Actually, that should restore HP. Really, it should. HP. Let's see here. Area effect, 40% chance. That's good. Okay. I'm literally balancing this game at the same time I'm designing it. Gotta try to think about all the different things, you know, what success rates should be. Now, 40% chance of success on most stats is gonna be fine. If it's a really powerful ability, the effect needs to be harder to accomplish. See, basically, when you want to, you know, when it says 40% chance of success, you need to roll 40% or higher. So on a number 100 roll, with a chance of 0 to 100, you need to roll 40 or above. So that is effective. It's not that hard to get 40% chance success. Now, the healing power knowledge stat is really good. Ability to make a liquid mixture, mix abilities, medical compound, and chemical solution. So the base ability, you could use either. You know, if you had access to different augments, you could do all of them. But your base one would be the elements that you have access to. So you could use it in multiple ways. What else could a chemist do? Compound solution. Solutions, compounds. Throwing potion. Potion only have an effect based on an elemental ability. Acidic attack. Acidic attack is enough, based on knowledge. Produce a flash to wake up effect. Blinding potion. Blinding potion. 40% success. I could spell smoke correctly. Earth. Fertilize plants. Feed plants. That is fertilize. Is that spelled with an E? There we go. That looks right. Dang it! Fertilize. Fertilize plants. Thank you. Explosive solution. 20% or 80% chance ignite. No, 20. Do 20%. Ignite. I hope that's spelled right. It's not spelled right. There we go. There, that's right. Explosive solution, 20% chance to ignite. That's good. I like that. What else could the chemist do? What else could a chemist do? I'm trying to think about the potential of the game. Oh! Enhanced compound. Enhanced materials. We'll do strengthen. Actually, enhanced materials. Purify. Light. Enhanced materials. Ness. Add permanent luminescence. Add permanent luminescence. 20% chance, it says. Dang, that barely fit. Let's do this. Permanent luminescence, 20% chance success. Air. Permanent lightweight. Permanent lightweight, 20% chance success. Let's see here. Enhanced materials. An element only. Augment only, okay. Permanent, purify. Craft success plus 10%. DNS plus 10%. DNS does not stack. Stack false. Shadow. Permanent effect poison. Poison, 20% success. Strengthen. Durability. What's happening? I am working on a board game. Yeah, it's it's something that's been a couple years in the making. Actually, I should open up Discord. I'm sorry. I should open up Discord so that if anyone wants to talk, they can. I'm sorry. I should have thought of this sooner. Come on. Start up. Let's go. You can't do it. There we go. We'll be in the Minecraft World server. There he is. Hey, CPS. guys. How's it going?
Sorry, I had my mic up because, or my sound up because I was listening to music. I got 2 albums from the bookstore, or 3 albums, anyways, and one of them was Michael Jackson. And I was singing to Michael Jackson.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So what I'm working on is a role-playing board game. And it's been in the making for 2 years, and a few months back, I decided to scrap most of the character builds and introduce a new system to skills and stuff. And so I'm trying to actually build the skills, base skills for all the characters and their augments.
So is it like a like an online kind of thing, or is it like a completely board game?
It's a board game. You could play it online if you wanted to with multiple friends and Skype, but it's not going to be a video game.
Okay. I was just wondering because some people, when they make board games, they usually put it online too, which is
I mean, you could. I mean, you could with Skype and everything. You could play it. I mean, it's just like D&D.
Or have like or just like program it to have like an voice or what do you call it? A voice chat in the game, basically. Should I say, like in-game voice?
No, it's not going to have any online coding or anything. It's going to be purely board game, meant for people to sit down and socialize rather than being glued to a computer.
Oh.
So, let's see.
So you have whatever opened.
Steam. Yeah, it's giving me notifications that everyone is playing games.
No, I meant like the Excel, or I think it's Excel, right?
Yeah, Excel, Microsoft Excel. It's what I use to keep track of stuff.
I use that for my school because I have like a schedule and I put that on there. That's why I use it. Or sometimes I'll just use it for random things.
I took multiple classes on it in college.
So I didn't really take classes, but like we learned how to use it in technology class in like 7th grade or 6th grade. I don't remember. Yeah. It's a really good tool. Any of the tools like PowerPoint and Word, and I don't really use OneNote or any other things like really.
I should show you something here.
Like Publisher, I used once. Sayway, I don't remember that. Don't remember using that one. They also have Word Mobile, which is kind of bad because I don't know. It's okay, but like if you have a tiny phone, it's gonna be really hard to type things.
Yeah, there is. Let's see here. I think I have it here. This is the old version of the game. This was a sheet that took me a few hours to program. But basically, I could sit here and I could choose what kind of enemy I wanted, what level I wanted it to be, and what class I wanted it to be, and enable content. And do that. This is what happens when my computer decides to actually do something.
I just now got it. It's a little delayed, but it's funny.
This is... Yeah.
I have never had that happen.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it, computer. Come on.
I have never had that happen, ever.
Yeah, this is old programming. There we go. It's old programming, and
they finally got confused.
Yeah, the code is goofed up because I changed versions of Microsoft Excel, so it's basically shell.
Oh, so it's like an old version of Excel, but then you were using it on the new one, kind of thing. Oh, yeah, that probably would affect it. I had a Word document that did that. I've never had Excel do it. I had a Word document that did that. It was like a really old one, like the 2006 Word or something, kind of like that. Or it was like the first Word that came out, and like I used to type like a lot of stories, and then I switched it to that, and it got so confused that it started sparking out and everything. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, I actually just crashed my Microsoft Microsoft Excel.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
Okay, Microsoft Excel end task.
You go to test manager, just end it. Wow.
For me. Recent D16 taxes pinned. Oh, please don't tell me I lost that. I think I just lost everything I worked on.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry.
There it is. Nope. This. Let's close this. Alright, so we got this. We still have it. It's still in document recovery.
Do you have the newest version, or do you have the old, like not old, but?
This is current Microsoft Excel, I think.
Well,
I bought it from Microsoft.
I was kind of questioning it because like the new one I thought had like a saving program to it.
Yeah, it pulled it up. So it's a couple seconds behind.
Why does mine look different than yours? That's weird.
Probably a different version. Mine's the full version for business and whatnot. I think.
It's not any different. I don't think.
You probably have Excel for school. Otherwise, you'd have had to spend like a couple $100 on it. Anyways, so let's see here. I actually went back a little bit. Oh no, this is where I was.
Mine has like, oh, there it goes. Yeah, mine has like a gray thing that says file and stuff like that. It's not green up there. That's weird. And yours is like green. This is file and it has like green around it. Mine's just like gray. That is weird. And it has autosave and everything. It's weird.
Yeah, I can see what you've got, and yours is exactly the same as mine.
Really?
Yep.
It's different a little bit though. Right? Or no, am I just streaking?
Yeah, you got the little tab out that says autosave, but yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Alrighty, so let's see. Enhance materials with water.
Well, I kind of cheated with the schools thing. I kind of downloaded it on my computer, so I hope it just stays on there and updates itself. It's probably not because it's on my school account, but also on my Outlook account, so it's kind of like going back and forth.
Yeah, if they delete your account after a certain amount of time, you'll probably lose access to it.
Yeah, it's fine. I can buy it. It's kind of not. I don't think it's that bad. Like,
well, it's a couple $100.
I can do with it. Photoshop, on the other hand, is just like you only get one Photoshop, and that's like $100 compared to if you get the whole thing, then that's like $200 or something. And it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how you could enhance materials with water in the chemist skill.
You mean like make things out of water and then like make them into
actually taking materials and using water to enhance them.
Oh, you mean like reviving them or repairing them? You mean like that?
Actually, I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna do, let's see, elemental augment by augment only. I think I lost a little bit. By augment only, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll go purify. %, or 10%. Let's see here. Purify 10%. Craft. Success. Buff. So you could, when you take materials somewhere to get something made, you got more pure materials, so you got a 10% buff on your craft. Does not stack. Does not stack. Okay. Shadow. Permanent poison. Yeah, I lost a little bit of... Yeah, I lost a little bit of data. I remember now. 20% success.
So, what's F again? Or like, what's the F column supposed to be again? Like,
F column is the enhanced materials skill.
oh, like what they can repair stuff with their skills.
Yep. So every character, when they start the game, you can choose a class and you can choose an element that you would identify with. The class has a base stat start that you start with. And as you go through the game, you can increase your stats by leveling up and, you know, choosing what stats to add your points to. Every time you level up 5 levels, you get access to another skill. Each skill has an elemental augment, and you automatically have access to the augment based on which element your character identifies with. So let's say I start out the game with a chemist, and I want my chemist to be an air-based chemist. So by level, my base chemist ability that I start out with level 0 is to evaporate a liquid. So I can, you know, evaporate liquids if I decide I want to do liquid evaporation for any part in the story that's going on. Also, the base ability for that ability is to make a liquid mixture. So, you know, whereas, you know, someone could, you know, pour 2 liquids together, you actually know how to get it to mix properly so it does what it's supposed to do. You know, if you're trying to make something happen. Get the idea?
Yeah.
It's really not a useful skill, but it's the base skill you have. When you hit level 5, then things start to get interesting. You get medical compound. Your base ability for the medical compound is healing power, or healing powder, and it gives the healing effect of it is plus your knowledge stat. So when you heal someone with it, or with the powder, or I should probably just do healing compound. That makes more sense. There we go. That makes more sense. Healing compound, and it will heal a character for your current knowledge stats. So if I'm a very base, if I'm put all my skill, all my leveling up into increasing knowledge, my chemist starts out with 4 knowledge. By the time I hit level 5 and gain that skill, I will get 5 more points, and if you're, you know, if you're throwing everything into your knowledge at this point, then you're going to have a plus 9. So when you use that healing compound, it's going to heal a player for 9 HP. Follow?
Yeah.
But if I'm an air chemist, I can also augment that. Instead of healing for HP, I have a 40% chance success to cure the sick status, which causes a player to lose a certain amount of HP per turn. Follow?
Yeah.
It's kind of like poison, but different. Now, when I hit level 10, I'll get my 3rd skill, and at this point, I can choose to level up and get medicinal solution over here in column D, which you're about 8 seconds behind me, so it's not going to show the highlight for a second. But I can do that, or because I'm an air-based chemist, maybe I want to know how to cure blind effect. So instead of upgrading to medicinal solution, I use my next skill upgrade to basically add the water augment to my medicinal compound. So now, at my desire, I can use my medicinal compound skill to cure the status blind effect instead of status sick or heal status. So basically, the chemist at this point in the game is actually pretty good at healing and curing things. Yeah. But, you know, your healer is going to have better base abilities and augment them better specifically for healing. You follow?
Yeah.
So, if I end up, you know, gaining medicinal solution, the base ability is to mix the medicinal compound and chemical solution skills. If I'm an air-based chemist, I am able to cause an area of effect. Basically, I evaporate a liquid that cures the status sick, and I have a 40% chance success of doing so. So it combines skill 1 and skill 2 into one solid skill.
So they both have those skills, and then they can use them for other things.
Yep. Now, if you decide to, you can upgrade medicinal solution with more skills in the future and gain the water aspect, which would allow you to produce eye drops that cure blindness. And they have I should have 100% chance success rate on those, just because it should be so good. Because it's an item that you make rather than an immediate effect. So it produces an item instead. Now, here's where things get fun. Because medicinal solution is a skill combining skill, if you say you bought the you have a light based but let's stick with air. Let's say we have an air-based chemist. Okay? But our medicinal compound area, we have all of the augments. We spent all like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We spent all our 35 first levels leveling up medicinal compound to its max abilities. Okay? So we can do anything we want with medicinal compound as far as medicinal compound goes. As soon as we hit level 40, we get medicinal solution, and we have the base effect, mixed abilities, medicinal compound, and chemical solution. We already have evaporate liquid as a skill, but now we can add any one of the medical compound effects to it. So let's say we got an evaporate liquid, and we want to use the earth-based effect, which says healing power plus 20%. So our knowledge stat, which is the base, at this point, our knowledge, we'll say we've leveled it up to 30, because we want to put stuff into defense and attack and whatever. Well, let's say we got a 30, and we got a 20% increase, so we're going to hit 36% healing. So we're going to heal for 36 HP. But since we have an evaporate liquid effect, it's going to create a cloud effect, and it's going to hit our entire team. So our entire team is going to heal for 36 HP rather than just one person.
So that can a lot of things to the team and like make them so powerful.
Yeah, that's why, you know, it's going to take a while to level up to that level, but at the same time,
it's going to be really great.
It is going to be really good. Yeah, and it's going to stay balanced pretty much the whole time. Now, I am going to have a little bit of redundance, just a slight bit of redundance. Like when I hit skill 6 or 7, because I'm on chemical solution, like I'm on 5 right now. I'm on skill 5. When I hit like 7 or 8, I'll do medicinal medical compound +1, and we'll change it so that, you know, it affects all of medicinal compound, but you automatically raise 10% on the success or effect.
So if it was like 40%, then it would go to 50% kind of thing.
Yep. Or if it was 20%, then it would hit 30%. And you would still have all the original augments from Medicinal Compound, but now you would automatically get a buff on those augments. So it's just going to be one of those little things. And then eventually you'll get the potion one. You know, you'll get a greater smoke screen, so it's going to affect a larger area. So I can actually say create smoke screen 3x3. Oops. 3x3. There we go. And so that'll create a smoke screen in an area of effect of 3x3. But when you get greater smoke screen,
you get a 4x4.
Yeah, you get like a 4x4 or 5x5. You know, the skills will be redundant as you go on through the game,
but they're
you'll
great
slowly
power.
Get them better.
Yeah, it would have greater power, but even though they're redundant, they're still getting greater power. I wouldn't mind that. I mean,
yeah. I mean, there's only so much that a chemist can do, but eventually there will be like one amazing, awesome skill that, you know, you can attain. Now, when you think about it, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. 37 times 5, you're already hitting in the 100+ levels.
Hey, Cortana, what's 37 times 5? 158.
37.
Yeah.
158, that's a lot.
Yeah, 158 levels. So, as the game progresses, you can keep it slow by each fight that you have or each experience gains you only like 1 experience point, and or 1 to 5 experience points, and it takes 10 experience points to gain a level. So you got a lot of gameplay that can take place, and your character can actually do a lot of growing and changing, and you can, instead of, you know, you can target specific abilities and combinations. Cancel.
Are you sure this is going to be a board game, or do you want to actually make it a game? Because, I mean, it sounds like a real game. Like,
It's gonna be a board game, yes. There's actually gonna be a book that goes with the game.
Okay. To show how the skills work together and make...
Each skill will... Basically, this is the base area, and when you actually have the book, like, the chemist page will actually have more description on each skill and what you can do with it.
And what power it can do to the enemies or to its teammates, basically.
Yep. Like for now, enhanced materials, you know, typically we're talking about crafting materials that you can enhance. And I think I'm going to add, like, hardness. Add hardness for Earth.
Or shields and stuff, and, like, armor protection, or, like, what do you mean by hardness?
Like, shields and armor. You know, if you're going to craft shields and armor, it's going to have a hardness, so it's going to have a stronger effect.
And would fire, like, burn the enemies, or, like, you know, like, have it spreads fire, like, by, like, I don't know, a surface, a certain surface, kind of like the smoke, is that, you know? Yep. Or what would it do, exactly?
Fire, that one's a little tricky for me.
Yeah.
Because, actually, we could do heat resistance.
Oh, yeah, true. Otherwise, they're going to set themselves on fire. Wouldn't they? Or, like, how would that work?
Permanent heat resistance. Chance. 20% success. Like, say you want to go visit an area that has a volcano.
Yeah, and that way, if the volcano burns them or anything, it won't burn them. It won't burn them, but the enemies, if they don't have fire protection or anything, they're gonna die.
Yeah. So like, say our adventurers head to a volcano. It's really hot. I mean, if you've ever seen a volcano,
Yeah, that's lava.
Even though it's black, it's still hot. Okay, it's still glowing underneath the surface. And so, even though you may be able to walk on it, you could actually burn your clothes and start taking burn damage just by being in the area. So maybe you gotta, you know, head off and either buy heat-resistant equipment or get a blacksmith and your chemist together and actually have them craft everybody equipment that is able to withstand the heat.
Yeah.
So, so enhanced materials, potion, medical solution, medical compound. Acidic attack needs to be knowledge stat. There we go. X knowledge stat. That way we know it's based off of the knowledge stat how much damage it does.
So when you make this board game, is it gonna be like how do you gonna design it exactly?
Actually, this is actually the secondary beta phase. I've already had people playing it. But the system that I showed you before, I ended up deciding it was too complex because you actually had to have Microsoft Word to get the game to go anywhere fast. Otherwise, the calculation just took forever. I mean, there was one time a turn literally took us 45 minutes just to do all the math. And after we did that, it's like, okay, this game needs to be fixed.
Yeah, and make it more.
We actually did have quite a bit of fun. I mean, we found ways to break the game. And
was it basically like Monopoly, but instead of like worse?
No, there's actually a big game mat that I built, and they could, you know, figurines could travel across the map. And
you're actually making like figurines, like little.
Yeah, I got little figurines for. Cool. Actually bought markers. They got these little printout, like 3D printed figurines with swords and shields and stuff. I sat there with markers, and I actually colored all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did you get them like 3D printed, or did you like have them custom made by someone that you worked with?
If you go to a board game shop, like I go to on an irregular basis, they actually have D&D supplies for Dungeons and Dragons, little figurines and stuff. And because a lot of people like to actually have a figurine on the map that represents them. And so, you know, I picked up some of the ones that I liked from there, and then I colored them to be the heroes in the game. So.
Yeah.
Have you ever played D&D?
D&D? Is it Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
I've never played it. I do have the board games. My parents do. Somewhere where it is. I've never played it. I've heard of how to play it. It's basically like you roll this dice, and then it depends on how much damage you do to a person, and then you continue on, basically defeat the boss, basically with other teammates and stuff.
You should look up Man Shorts. They actually do D&D parodies, because you can literally make a D&D game for literally anything. They've done D&D Florida edition, where all the people in the game are playing as people from Florida.
What's the name? What's good?
Man Shorts, MANNSHORTS, with a space in between.
MANN?
Yep, Man Shorts. Like D&D Redneck edition. That was one of the first ones I ever saw, and it's hilarious. I died watching it. It was so good. These guys are awesome, and now they actually play D&D on live videos every week. But now I need to kind of figure out what I want to do here for the next chemist skill.
So is this how this game is gonna go? Kind of like with D&D, kind of like, except it's different.
Kind of. There is a turn-based combat system which actually uses a grid and the figurines on it to discern distance to enemies, and can you attack them? Can
Are you gonna use like dice? Like you have to roll a certain amount, otherwise you cannot do this attack kind of thing, or how's that?
You can use the skill, but let's go back here to sheet 1.
Like I'm saying that, like
say if we got a warrior who's going to use a skill and he gets to deal out twice his attack damage. His attack is based off of his strength stat. So let's say he's level 10 and he's got 9 points thrown into strength. So he's got 13 attack. Well, let's say he's facing an enemy with the same skills, but they've thrown a little bit extra into their defense. So they have, a defense of 5. Well, when you roll for success. Were you successful in your roll?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
yeah, so what you'll do is you roll, and you have to get above a certain percentage to roll for the specific attack. I don't know how we do it, because I haven't even touched the warrior class yet, because I started with the chemist. But let's say you have to roll for attack. Let's say, for the skill's sake, you roll and you add that much attack to your already existing attack. And then your opponent rolls defense and adds that to their already existing defense, and the two cancel each other out, and what's left is how much damage is done. So let's say you roll a d20 and you already have a plus 13. Let's say you roll a crit and you actually hit a 20. So you're gonna do 13 plus 20 is gonna be 33 damage. Your opponent rolls a 10. So you're already gonna deal 20. Let's see here. How much damage would that be?
Wait, what's the math?
23 damage, because 33 minus their 10, and let's say they have 5 defense, so that's 15 out of 33. You're gonna hit 18. 18 damage is how much damage you're gonna do to that opponent. Now, on top of that, because of their skill that we said at the beginning, they're gonna deal double the damage because of the skill that they're using. Well, they automatically take the 18 and hit that twice.
So that would be 36.
Yep, so they'll do 36 damage to their opponent.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, considering the HP level is probably going to be around the 50 HP mark.
Well, are you going to get like more like health as you level up, or like?
Yep. Every time you level up, you'll have a vitality rating. Actually, that's one I need to throw in here. So we're going to take everything here. And we're going to go whoop, like that, 1. And then we're going to do vitality. Why did that? Vitality. There we go. And everybody's going to start out with 50. Dang, I'm fast. Aren't I good? Aren't I good? I got really good at that in my Microsoft Word class, entering numbers fast like that.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody can start out with 50, but every vitality point gets you every time you level up vitality with level, you get like 5 extra vitality. So let's say, well, maybe that would be too strong, because if you're adding 1 point every time you add, strength, say you level up your attack by 1, I think actually every time you add a point, you should get, a certain amount of vitality. Maybe even make some classes have higher health values.
Yeah.
But, like, say you level up and you want to throw a point into vitality instead of strength or attack, or strength, or defense, or dexterity, you can throw a point into your vitality. So you get 51 HP instead of 52. Or, that seems a little broken, though. I would have to balance it. It still needs to be balanced.
Okay, I gotta go get something real quick, so I'll be right
Okay.
back.
I gotta think about stuff on the chemist sheet anyway. So, skill. Next skill. What are we working on here? What next skill we got? Chemical solution, medical compound, medicinal solution, potion, enhanced materials. Ah! Detect substance. Light. Test. Test for effective light. Test for sense. Sense vapor. Sense discover luminescent compound. Likelihood is spelled wrong. Discover evaporation level. Discover discover toxin. Discover nutrient. Discover combustible. That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I just got my next skill set in. So the next skill, skill 6, is going to be detect substance.
Cool. So they basically discover new things that can help their abilities, kind of thing.
Yep, like they can look for things to use to produce stuff, like materials.
So like the toxic they can use for like poison stuff like that. They can break it down into poison stuff kind of thing?
Yep.
Or like
Discover toxin, and then you can just keep it like as a potion. Discover nutrient. You know,
and like throw it at their enemies, or like just absorb like should you say healing and stuff.
Yep.
And then
discover combustible will allow them to make like basically there'll be like chemical solution, chemical compound and stuff will require materials to use those skills, and detect substance will allow them to start finding those materials in the wild rather than having to purchase them. You follow?
yeah, that makes sense.
Because up until this point, in this story or in the skill set, they've basically had to purchase all their materials. And eventually, you get so skilled with your stuff that you can actually find them in the wild.
Yeah, you can basically level up your skills, but it's like just discover them on your own instead of having a like trader or like tradesman. I mean, just get materials to do stuff.
Yep. Let's see, what else could we do? How about specific potions?
Yeah.
Poisons. Craft poison. Alright, so the base...
So is it just you that's working on this, or is it like a whole team?
It's just me so far. I've had people helping me out as far as playing the game with me and giving me suggestions, but so far it's been me designing the game from the ground up.
Is there anything else you need to do other than the like skill points and stuff, or I guess I can do something if you want.
I kind of need someone who knows how to draw anime.
I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah,
I can try.
I need someone who can produce. Here, I'll send you a link. I have a very specific style that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll just bring it up here on the screen.
Okay.
Images.
Nice background. I have my own background too. I like how you can do that. It's kind of nice.
Background where? Oh, the set?
The Overwatch one.
Yeah, I'll probably change it eventually because I get tired of them once in a while. I'm looking for a very specific style. And I'm not seeing it. It's
Cute.
a very, it's a very bright, colorful.
Oh, so it's like it sticks out more than regular anime shows kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a very lightweight anime style.
There's some weird animes in there.
if you can follow what I mean, it's a
I know what you mean, but I can't really like describe it in my head.
Let's see, maybe I can find it. This is close, but it's the wrong genre.
Hold on.
I still need the fantasy aspect.
Which... Oh, you okay?
Oh, still the wrong. That's a lot closer. This one with the pencils and the paper and everything. That's a lot closer in the art style, but it's still the wrong genre. I need fantasy. Yeah, what do we got here? Books, art. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, maybe. Yeah, that's getting there. That's getting there. Art of April, Autumn Fairy.
So delayed.
Yeah, so we got this one with the long flowing dress. That's kind of the style I'm looking for.
That kind of thing.
Yep. But you know, armor.
So you're drawing this anime for for how does this fit with the game? That's what
it is. All the artwork in the game is going to be anime style. So there's going to be art in the box, art on cards and stuff in the game. All the aesthetics of the game are going to be based in anime style artwork. Like this picture with the train and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Take out the steampunk and the modern effects, and that's the color palette I'm looking for.
So it's like really, really bright color, like
yes.
And it's like if it has shaders, like with the art.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yep. Precisely.
Okay.
That's
jeez.
That's what I'm looking for. Ooh, I like this one. It's a girl version of Link. I love it. He caught a fairy in a bottle. I love it. That's great. There we go. That's a more simplified version here, with the girl with the amulet and the fairy. That's a more simplified version. 8 seconds behind.
Yeah.
8 seconds behind. There we go. That should be it there.
There we go. Oh yeah.
With the braids and the pointed ears and everything. Yeah, that's a little bit closer to the idea, but there's a little bit less lighting effect there.
Yeah.
So you need the lighting effect. Here's another good example. 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
And then you had to wait 8 seconds after that.
Yep, pretty much.
Always show me something else. Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, the big blue circle thing and or like house kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the color palette and the kind of the style I'm looking for.
Okay. So if I'm gonna try this, maybe I'm probably gonna fail at it, but I'll try it. But I don't know what I'm drawing. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'll bring up another picture and I'll give you something to look off of.
Like, do you want me to draw it in my own kind of thing, or I mean, like, if you give me a picture, you want me to draw it in that, but like.
Draw that. I want you to draw something in anime style. Let's see here. Okay. A little too revealing for my taste. A lot of these are bad.
Yeah, a little.
There we go. Okay, here we go. 8 seconds, and you should find it. 8 seconds. Okay, this is a, looks like a dryad. Or a fawn. It's a fawn without the hairy legs.
If it could, there we go.
Okay.
So the 3 arrow chick?
Yep, the 3 arrow chick, but, remove plate armor and put in a lot of green cloth. A lot of flowing with a hood. That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
And then do it anime style, if you can pull that off. I know it's you don't have to put in all the background and everything. Just
yeah, I know. I'm just looking at the character. I'm not looking at the anime or the background. I mean, not anime, that background.
Yeah.
I could try. It's probably gonna be terrible. Probably. I'm not that crazy.
Just FYI, I am a huge art critic because my dad is actually a professional artist. Oh. He actually illustrated 2 books for a publisher called Rosetta Stone. So.
Oh god. I was gonna say like, maybe I can like share screen and you can tell me what to do, kind of thing. But I don't know if that will lag your internet.
I don't know. Probably wouldn't be too bad because I have good download speeds.
Okay, I didn't know because you said. Oh, okay, never mind. That was a long-term goal. I should just stop thinking of the past.
Yeah, my internet has improved as of recent. But I got to think here about these craft poisons.
I gotta find my drawing tablet. Actually, no, I don't need my drawing tablet right now because I need to draw it on paper. Yeah. And then I
get some ideas on paper and crank them out. Eventually, I want to have on the front of the box. The box is going to probably be about 2.5 feet wide, maybe 3 feet wide by about 16
You should
inches tall.
you should have the board just fold up. That way you don't have to make the boxes big.
Yeah, the board is going to be paper, but there's going to be a lot of cards and stuff inside.
Yeah.
Cards, little pieces, dice come with the set. You know, all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, designing the box is gonna be the easy part. Now designing the anime is gonna be the hard part because
Yeah,
I'm really good. I'm really good at structuring things or like graphing things, so that's gonna be easy for me.
Yep.
But the other things gonna be kind of difficult.
Yeah, but part of the thing in selling the game, because I eventually want to kickstart this and sell it.
Yeah, I think it would be a really good game. It sounds like really interesting. I would definitely buy it.
But you know, how many role-playing board games have you ever seen with fantasy anime characters on them? Cute, light-hearted fantasy anime characters.
Not very many. I think I saw like once.
Yeah.
I don't know the name, but
But you notice him, right?
yeah.
You notice him, and it's like, oh, what's that?
It's like, oh, that's a pretty cool game. I should play it.
Yeah, I don't want it to be dark. A lot of the RPGs are dark.
Yeah,
granted-
I was thinking you were trying to go for like a happy kind of mood, anime kind of form.
Yeah, we're looking for a very lightweight, happy feel. But granted, there are going to be the abilities to play dark characters. I mean,
But they're gonna be happy dark characters, so basically they're like
Well,
happy, but like
the world will get progressively dark throughout the series. I'm sad to say there is in the expansions, because I've already got 5 expansions planned for this game. Each expansion will introduce another class or another 2 classes based off of specific element styles, and then you can work around them. But they'll basically be regional classes where, you know, you can visit a new part of the world and you can discover new skill classes over there, and you can, you know, teach your characters new things.
oh shoot, I'm falling.
He's gonna fall.
I'm gonna fall on my butt. That would have been bad.
Well, when pigs fall. Instead of when pigs fly.
Anyways, I found my drawing tablet.
Oh, okay.
It was in my closet, apparently. I didn't even see it. I was like looking in my closet, and I'm like, I knew it's somewhere around here. I don't know if my pen is charged up or not.
I have one. I have this Intuos, the Cintiq Intuos. That you don't have to have a battery in the pen. It just senses it on the pad itself.
No, I mean it senses. It's like wireless to the pad, but like I can charge it up with that kind of.
Let's see.
It doesn't even take that long usually, and I usually just keep it plugged in while I'm drawing too. Sometimes, so I'm just like so bored. Where did I put the freaking? Oh, I didn't even grab the pin now. I was like, where did I put the pin? Okay. 2 cords. 1 cord for the pin. I'm gonna test this out. It might do a bloop bloop, probably. You go bloop bloop.
Here's the water one. The water one's hard.
Yeah, I think that was gonna be pretty difficult because like you can't really like draw water on an enemy and inspect it. I don't know if it was like
I'm
fire.
crafting poison right now. Crafting poisons that can be used outside of combat for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'll have a skill where you can change, add the poison to darts or whatnot, and you can throw them at.
Oh, like tip darts and stuff.
Yep, tip darts. Like maybe give the chemist a blowgun so that he can, you know, shoot darts with poisons and stuff in him. Water. Should we put people to sleep with that?
What happened? I guess water could be sleepy.
I think potion of shadow should be putting them to sleep. Water needs to be.
I think my pin is dead. God dang it. I know it's charged.
Rest in peace, Pen.
I gotta charge it now.
I'm still trying to figure this out. This is difficult. Discover liquid source water. Craft poison.
When life gives you
Craft
limits.
poison. How about reverse craft?
What? Wait, what did you say?
Reverse
Sorry.
crafting. Dilute poison. Or how about better yet,
I don't need my camera.
Oh, did you have your camera up?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I had my camera plugged in. I can get rid of that. That's I don't have very much like plugins.
Mini USB. I actually have 2 USB splitters to hook all the stuff up to my.
There we go.
laptop.
I have a. Oh my god, I forgot how this works. Okay, so I'm holding this. Oh my god. I forgot about the drawing tablet. I haven't used it for a while. Ever since I was drawing pigs, which that was like a long time ago.
Discover liquid source. No, water-based poison.
Okay. So, do you want me to do it in Paint, or do you want me to do it in the thing that I use to make my thumbnails, or?
I don't know. Depends on what you got. Try Krita. Krita. It's a free program.
Hold on 1 second.
It's gonna take. It's a high-level skill. You got a lot of stuff you can do with it.
What is it called?
Krita. Krita.
Krtia.
Krita.
Yeah, I got it. I put an A on accident, but it's still thought I did. Fine. Oh, jeez, that is. I hope it works for my drawing tablet. I hope that's not a problem.
The drawing tablet should be universal because it's actually
Should
a
be
mouse.
fine, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've had that happen though, but it's like sometimes I'd install like a drawing tablet or drawing system, and then it would just be stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna take 3 minutes for it to download. Jeez, why? I have fast internet. Why is it going down? Is it because I'm streaming or not streaming, but like
Probably
talking?
because you're using your internet to talk to me on Discord and you're watching me on YouTube.
Oh, just get rid of the YouTube one. I don't really.
Dang,
I-
man. That hurts. No, I'm good. I'm still stuck on this water. What can you poison,
Oh crap! I just fudge. I'm using the drawing tablet just to. Oh my god! No, I didn't want a history. I want downloaded. It's accidentally freaking. Got rid of the freaking. Oh, now it's got to download again. God dang it! I accidentally exited out. It even warned me too. I was so stupid to press leave. And I was like, why is it telling me to leave? I have nothing open. I look down there. I'm like, oh crap! I messed up.
You know what I got going through my head now?
What?
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
I'm not even dying.
Well, you killed the program.
I'm not. I didn't kill it. I'm dead.
Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
still gotta figure a water version of crafting poison.
Do you want me to call you on, like, just private chat or?
Oh, that's cool. Well, fine. Be that way. Okay.
Anyways, I was trying to like show my screen. Couldn't even do that. Jeez, it's so hard to use this drawing tablet. Look at it. It's like a little tiny little thing. That's my drawing tablet. It's so like hard to do. I don't know why I'm using this. I have a mouse, but I don't want to. Because I have not used this for a long time. I'll watch you on YouTube while I'm share screening. No, like, I'm not gonna do that. Come on, dang, just load. It's 20 seconds. Could you, like, kick up the face? 12, 13. Are we? I'm confused. Is it 12 or is it 11 seconds? 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. How do you have 0 seconds? It's just makes no sense. Now I've not used this program, so I might suck at it.
Oh, it's still taking me a while to get used to it.
I've never used this. I've used Photoshop a little bit because we have it at our school.
This is going to be closer to Cintiq's program or Adobe, not Adobe. I can't remember what the program is, but it's one of those actual drawing programs where you got like paint and brushes and ink pens and all kinds of different effects and stuff.
Oh, so they like do different kind of shading kind of thing.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's a lot of file stuff. That is crazy. It's spamming. It's going psycho. Now you can see my whole desktop. You know, you've seen my desktop before. I don't know. Have you?
I think you showed it to me once.
Yeah.
Potion of paralysis.
And open. Loading resources. Loading bundles. Loading lots of things. Okay, so what do I do?
You're gonna want to create new project.
Is that the start thing? So,
I don't know.
new file?
I haven't. Yeah, probably new file. I don't know.
Don't know either.
I honestly just toyed around with it and tried to
I don't know what it's
stuff.
supposed to be.
Here, I'll show you the one thing. Let's see here. I'll bring up my my desktop. Abdicar. Should it leave? Let's see. Show my desktop. I wanted to show my desktop. How do I show user settings? No, I don't know what that is. How are you showing your desktop in Discord?
Oh, I just did. Okay, so. So like say okay, so when you do it, you know how there's like a big circle that shows like your screen and how it was. It's show it is on the bottom. If you click on that and then share screen, then it should share the whole screen.
Oh, turn on screen share. There we go.
Down here.
Okay.
I think he's confused. It thinks I have a mouse, but it doesn't.
Turn on screen share. Screen 1.
Are you using the browser or are you using
screen 2? Why isn't it just, 720p? Okay. Your selected screen. Okay. Just select the screen already. Why is it not doing it? It won't actually share the screen. I don't know why.
So, okay, come on.
I don't know.
Okay, so you see
I'll just send you a link in Discord.
See how it has this, right?
Yep.
Click on this and it should highlight it and you say share.
Oh, it was hiding. There we go.
There we go. Now we got it.
So now that I've got that, let me bring up the file. Let's see here. Stream data, maybe? Yeah. I made this in Krita.
Oh, yeah, I saw streams. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I made that in Krita.
Cool.
So, it's kind of a design I've done since I was a kid, but I modified it a little bit for, I usually had triangle, like, kind of like an upside down Triforce.
Yes. Okay, I made this thing, so now I'm guessing I can do
I think you can overlay a picture in it, so you can, yeah.
It makes like if you press just like a little bit,
makes a thin line.
How much you press.
How much you press.
Right.
It's meant to simulate real life materials.
That is actually really nice. That I should use a lot because this I should use a lot because I've never had a program that ever does that.
Yeah. So what you can do, I think you should be able to overlay a picture over top of it, or put a picture underneath of it, and then draw over top of it to trace it. That way you can get proportions and stuff right. And then you can turn around and remove the picture from behind and then just work with shading and lighting the main picture.
I think I need to do this.
I think you could go over to add picture or add source or whatever, and then you could drag and drop it.
this.
picture into it.
I don't want this. What the hell? I don't want that. How do I get rid of this? Remove layer. And remove layer. There. Anyways. So, what was you saying? Sorry.
I think you should be able to add a layer and put a picture in that layer. Like, choose a picture you want to model off the shape of the human being. And then, once you get done tracing that, then you can remove it. And then you can work with shading and lighting and clothing that shape the way you want it.
I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's been ages since I used the program, and it's probably been updated quite a few times since then.
Channels.
The nice thing is they make it free.
Why is someone with their motorcycle coming? So annoying. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I could do. I want to try something else. Open. Oops, not that. Open. And do you have the picture right? Or
Oh, yeah, I'll send you a link to that picture I had. Female archer, Google search. There it is. Save image, copy image, save link. I'll just save link.
you can save the link and then paste it in there, and it should
copy link address.
Yeah, and then
I should be able to go to Discord.
yeah, it should pop up. Yeah, that's usually what I did usually.
I've got Discord hidden, so I can't see the message spot. There we go. There, you should be able to go to that link and pull up the picture.
Oh, jeez. What the hell?
What the heck is that?
I don't even know. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'll just copy the picture itself.
Oh, there we go. I got it. It's in Pinterest. That's why.
Oh, okay, got it.
We viewed this. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's not the picture. That's not the picture. That's not the picture. Oh, these are some cool pictures I need. There we go. Got it. Save as. That's a bigger picture.
Yeah, it's good to have the bigger one because it'll be more detailed.
Okay, that's good. Let's try this. Downloads. This. Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. And then I can add another layer.
Over top of it, yep.
Add. There we go. And I should be able to do. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
what you'll want to do is you'll want to fade, change the opacity of the picture behind until it's just barely visible. There you go. And now you can work on, tracing everything and still see what you're dealing with. You're also going to want to put a white background behind, another layer that's just completely white. Completely fill it in white, otherwise you're going to have holes in your artwork when you're done. I've had experience with that.
So I can make straight lines. That's kind of nice. Okay, so if I need to, I can do straight lines. Okay, so what kind of, or which kind of, oops. Can I scroll down? Can I please grab this? No. Oh my god, it's so hard to move.
Probably best to work with pen and ink or pencil to start, just for your general lines and whatnot. And then finish it up with brush, maybe airbrush for fading and stuff. Typically myself, when I do an art project like that, I'll actually have like 5 or 6 layers on top of each other, and then I merge the layers once part of it is done.
That's a marker. I'm just looking at all the pen shapes. That kind of looks good. That kind of squirrely, or that kind of thing. We can do all these. Yeah, if I do yeah, okay. Well, they have a rainbow one? Jeez. Okay, so if we do... Oop, that's not what it... All the way black. I think. Oh jeez, this is gonna be hard to trace. Okay, so if you look at this... Oh jeez, I am very... Oh shit! No, I'm drawing on the picture. I'm not trying to draw on the picture. Oh, okay. This is gonna be difficult.
You gotta remember that when you do it, you also gotta think that you're sticking with an anime style. So only do the general outline and tracing, and then forget the
Yeah,
older
that's what I'm
picture.
doing.
Yeah.
I'm drawing like the outline of what it looks like, and then I'm gonna like later, but like do the other things like how you want it exactly. That's what I was gonna do.
Now if you can. Dang it.
Oh my god, this is so.
Never worked with a program like that before?
No, it's like so interesting to me because now like I actually feel like, oh god.
Easy, quick keyboard shortcut. Just Control C, or I mean Control Z will undo what you just did.
I know, but my thing doesn't. I don't think it has a undo. My drawing thing doesn't have undo. I don't.
Just use your keyboard. Keep one hand on the keyboard and one hand on the drawing tablet.
Yeah.
Control Z. No, well, I have desk space for that, I guess, but.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Oh my god, that's the crookedest sand I ever seen. That, and I haven't used my drawing tablet for a long.
You also got to think that you're going to want to use color palettes equal to the color that you're going to be drawing the character with, because a lot of times anime, especially in the light colored anime girls or anime characters in general, they use colors rather than just black to outline the characters. Or the lines are extremely thin. So like right here, I'll pull up my screen. You should see it in Discord. But you notice there's very, very few black lines outlining. A lot of it is just color direct against color. So there's a few spots where they outline it in black, but not much. This is a really good example of the art style I'm going for. This is actually better than the other ones I was showing you.
So, do you want me to draw the bow in two? Like,
yep, do the bow, because there is actually going to be an archer girl on the front of the box. Anyway, I don't want to close the Celtic music though. There's that. Alright, creative medicinal solution, plus 10% effectiveness to all augments. There we go.
Okay, I've got a little bit better with the drawing tablet. I forgot how to use it for a second. I don't know why. It's not helping that I had to charge my pen, so that it's pulling the other way, so I'm like trying to keep it even.
Something that's typically better to do, I see that you're drawing each individual part of the bow separately in between the arrows. Draw the entire thing and then use an eraser to take out where the arrows are and keep your line smooth and coherent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have a lot of experience with drawing.
Yeah,
I still suck.
I usually do that, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Oh my god, I fucked that up. Sorry for my convenience of F word. Fudge! I'll just use fudge. There we go. I forgot you were streaming.
Yeah, you're fired.
How am I fired?
You're just fired.
How am I fired? Kanye. Okay. How I make her things stick out very far.
What now?
Nothing. Nothing. Oh Jesus.
Oh, you're trying to do the boobs?
That's
You just had to start there.
What?
I mean, the face is like the most important part, okay?
No one cares about the face. No one look. Whenever you look at anime girls, you don't look at the face first.
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah, I do. The face is the most important part of the picture. I mean, with the flowing robes and everything, those are going to be a lot less pronounced, honestly. Because we're doing flowing robes, remember?
Right.
Yeah.
I look at their dress. I don't look at their face. I don't care about their face.
Dang, that's hurtful.
My
All
face.
the girls in the world just, all of a sudden, just, you know.
No, I said anime girls. I didn't say girls in general. No, then that and that lady. That's why I look at personality in real life. That's another thing. I look at anime girls. If they have a good personality, if they're like yelling at every time, then oh god. Oh my god, this is the quickest circle I've ever seen. I love how this curve, but then like you look at some of these curves, they're like, what the hell?
There we go.
Oh my god. Do one little curve, and I'm gonna let go, and then do another curve. Do another curve. Oh. Oh.
You can do it.
I only got this arm. I feel like this part's like not even at all.
Yeah. Oh, jeepers. Oh, I think I need to play a video game.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm falling asleep. All this desk work here is just driving me to sleep. Let's see here. Rate of medicinal solution plus 10% effectiveness on to all augments. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 skill sets already. I don't think anyone's gonna level up that many levels in a single set. Even in a couple months of this game. I don't think anyone is going to upgrade faster than that. So I'm gonna stick at 7 skills and leave space open for more skills in the future. File. Save as this PC desktop TCOTAG cot tag. There we go. Contact classbook. Save.
Oh, that's not.
There, we already got an acronym for the game. Cot tag. The Chronicles of Adventure Guilds. Cot tag. Don't forget, we're going for a hood look, so you can just automatically draw that in and just have the face poking out.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. That's why I skipped that part. I'm gonna put a hood over here.
Let's see, what are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna kill the stream and say sayonara, folks, because I need to play some video games and I need to not worry about my frame rates. So, hasta la vista, folks. I will see you in the next video.